Hello, it's Elaina Strongbow. Strongbow is my in-game name, and today I'm continuing on my Minecraft and Galacticraft series. This is actually a part where I start building my rocket ship. I need the rocket ship to get up, put on Launchpad, get up to the moon and to other places. So I'm going to start that out. So we still got some basic stuff we need to update and correct here. First thing, I need to upgrade my equipment a little bit here. I've got a compressor here. This basically compressor takes ingots and makes it into flat sheets of metal that you want to use. You can see that in my inventory here. Here's a bronze one or a copper one or compressed steel. But basically you put ingots in here, it's fueled by coal and it compresses it. Well, I've got power here, so I want to upgrade actually one of the units here and actually use electricity as opposed to coal. We're just wasting it. So if I look at my inventory, I've set up actually, this is from a recipe, and I'll put a link in the description to the McDoodle 8, the wiki site for this. But this is actually the recipe, this 9 grid of creating an electric compressor. So we got a couple of compressed steel that we need to do. We've got an anvil, we've got compressed copper, we've got an advanced wafer, and some wire. Now, each of these are components you can get the recipes off there as well. The wire is basically you create it with 3 rows of cotton, 3 rows of aluminum ingots, 3 rows of cotton going horizontally there, and you can create that. It's a simple recipe. Anvil's your standard Minecraft one. This is taking ingots and putting them in our coal compressor to create these. The wafer is a little bit more. You do need the circuit fabricator. In my second video in the series, you can see that. I talk about that, but basically in the fabricator, once it's built, you start off with a diamond ingot or a diamond piece, some silicon, some redstone, and then you choose what's up here. And this is what you can use to create either basic or advanced wafers and whatnot. So I've done that part of the process already. Let's see if we can get the actual build here. I'm going to go to my this metallic or magnetic table here. I'm going to put the stuff up here. If you didn't see this in the first video, the reason why I like these as opposed to our traditional ones, if you put something here and you get out and you come back, it drops it, puts it back in your inventory. As opposed to here, it keeps it. So you can start recipes, and if you're forgetting something, you can go look at it. You don't have to go replace everything. So definitely a lot more fun to use. Let's put the advance here, this here. Hope I got the recipe right. No, I didn't. So now, something's not wrong. It's not showing up. Not getting a craftable item. So let's take a look at the site here and see what do we got. I need compressed bronze as opposed to compressed copper. Well, I'm actually on the site, the McDoodle site. So actually great with part of that I like is you can actually click on the actual icons in here. Let's go see what that is. So that says take one copper and 1 tin, and that'll give you bronze. Okay, I can do that. Let's do that on the fly here. And if you're wondering, yeah, that was kind of planned, but what do we do? So take that one out. I need a tin piece. Put in my little box here. I don't have any tin plates, so I'm gonna go to my supplies. I'm gonna pick up 2 ingots here. I got some coal. I still got to use the coal one because we're trying to build the electric one. So I'm gonna drop a piece on here. I'm gonna do these 2, and now this is basically gonna compress these 2 into a tin plate. And there we go. Now by the recipe it said put a copper, this copper in a tin. It's already got fuel in there like your regular ovens. It's compressing it. I'm going to get bronze. Boink. Sweet. Get a little bit of experience for that. Let's go back over here. Let's drop this here. Much better. Now I actually got my electric compressor. So I can take that. Now, first thing, we've got to figure out the power. These all have to connect to wires. I'm going to dig this up. There's a wire down there. Well, these are wires I've rigged all through the kind of wall in here that goes all the way to the top to solar panels. So what I want to do is I want to place it here, but I want to put it so the side that accepts power is connecting to here. So first thing, we got to kind of test it out. So I'm going to put it right on the ground. Now if I look, there's a green part. That's good. So if I place it just like this, but down in here, it's going to connect to that wire. So I'm going to chop this up. Boink. And then I'm going to put this back in here. Now you can see that it auto connected the wire in here. That means you did it right. Also, you can see I'm getting energy. So basically it's getting energy from, if it's up live, or it's getting it from these battery packs that I have down here. These are storage containers for energy. So that's good. So I've got this in, it's ready to go. So I'm gonna put my brick back in here. And it's all that. Now I like to put signs just to remind myself or if I'm playing with other people. So we're gonna go and drop a sign right there. And just say electric compressor. Done. Now I could go ahead and get rid of the coal one, but for whatever reason, I run out of power, I don't have it. It's always a backup. I can use it. I can always use coal. But there we go. We've got that. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to need some, I'm going to go back and look at my rocket ship here. This is the NASA workbench. I know just from the actual plans, I've played it enough, that these 8 blocks are actually compressed plates, heavy-duty plates. So what is a heavy-duty plate? Let me go out to the recipe again. So I'm going to switch over to the website. And we're going to find heavy-duty plating. Oh, it's right there. So we need 2 steel, 2 aluminum, and 2 bronze. So let's get the aluminum going here. And I'm going to have to get set up for the bronze. All right, so we're going to go back to our plate, our compressor. So that's going to give me 14. I need 16. I need 2 more. I'm going to take this and go. There we go. So that's going to give me my double aluminum there. I need that steel. Now steel is basically you're taking iron, and once you've created it, you put it with 2 pieces of coal. It creates the steel. So I've already got enough of these set aside. I already created. So I've got 16 copper. Like we just learned, I'm going to need 16 tin as well. So let's do this. I'm low, so I'm going to take 2 blocks. Oops. Put those back into ingots. And I only need 16. I'm going to drop these here. So if I look at this, no power. Ooh, I found a problem. These guys are connected, but they're not feeding that line. So basically, if there's no power coming in, that means up stop, it's dark. The solar panels aren't working. We can look at that through the launch pad here. Yep, it's nighttime. So I'm going to have to fix the electricity part later. Let's go to sleep. That'll put us back in the daytime. That'll turn our compressor back on. So now, starting to get some juice. Let's see what happens here. All right, well that one's getting started. I'm going to go back on to my coal side and do this. Probably need 2 pieces of coal to do that. We'll let that one run. So there are other things that are starting to be fed power, which is trying to pick up. So circuit fab, I think the fuel loader. Yeah. Now. Nope, still not juicing it. So I'm going to do this just in... Oh, look, I pulled this off. Now it's getting enough charge. This is the, I don't know if it's the fun or interesting part. You do have to manage power. Same thing with oxygen eventually later, but I will go through and reroute the wiring so my batteries are feeding that as well. Okay, so it's gotten started up enough. Yeah, that's good. All right. So we have our tin going, we have our aluminum going. This also is not a bad reason to have both these running. You can do, you know, 2 batches at a time, 2 different materials. Okay, so we've got this. We're going to need some of this copper as well. Now we know, oh, we need 8 more, which is going to be 2 times 16. All right. Oops. You really have to learn to count right. I'll do this. Probably going to need more of that one as well. So we're going to do 16. Okay. It's good. We're going to need 8 more of those as well. Probably need another piece of coal. Do I have any more iron in here? I have 3, so I need 5. Hey! Okay. Compressed tin. We need that with our bronze. This is iron, so we don't need that. Put that off. I need tin. Okay, I need 10 more, so it's going to be at least 2 blocks. You do a lot of the switching back and forth. Okay. Okay, so there's our 16 of those. And go back and look. Okay, so we've got that. Might as well do this. We know we need the bronze. That's going to start our bronze column there. We should get next set of copper. Do that. So we're going to get our tin, our bronze. That's going to give us 8 more bronze. You can tell the coloring on it. It's a little bit deeper there. And that will get us that. And then we still need our last bit of aluminum. We need 16 more ingots of aluminum. So we'll do this. Oh, wait, we've got that there. Don't need to do that at all. And now I keep storing these and putting out there. You can tell just by these 8 plates that I'm doing, I'm draining a lot of ingots, a lot of resources. When I said in the beginning part, in the first part, you need to mine a lot in this part. You do. You have to be digging up these items out there. So that's just pure go out, mine, 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 mine. I do a lot of mining, build up a lot, then I start building until I get a little bit too low, and then I go and redo it again. So we're going to have this. This gives us our 8 of those. Now I know we're going to want this and probably some more tin. Here's our tin. And while that, I'm going to take this tin, go to the other, back to the other one to make bronze. I'll get these last aluminum ones on here. And I'll drop some coal in there. Okay, so there's our 8. And there's our other 8. So we got 8 copper, 8 tin. We'll let that run. So once I've got that, so I've got basically, I'm going to have 16 of these. We'll do like a row of 8, a row of 8. I've got to put those into the compressor as well, because you compress all 3 of those 6 rows or 6 pieces together to make a heavy plate or a heavy duty steel or metal there. So we got that. Good, our aluminum's coming. And once again, I'm going to split the workload between these 2 devices. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to go like this. That's going to do half my batch. Now it's taking all this, and then it's going to give me a heavy plate. There we go. If you look at this, here's one thing. This will actually, it took 2 at a time in one pass and did it all. This takes 1. So this is actually, this side of it actually, the coal one is actually, they do the same thing. This runs on coal, the other runs on electricity. The electric one does 2 at a time. So you can do that. So if you can use it, you definitely want to use the electric one first, because it's faster. It does double batches. So here we go. We start off, we have 4. Then when it comes in, I've got 4 here. And do this. So now I've got 16. Looks like I overestimated. Ran double. Too much of it ran on there. So I only needed 8 for my rocket. So I'm going to put half there. So basically when you go to build your rocket, you're going to be doing, okay, let's take this. Ta-da. And that's how you kind of build that in. You need the other components. Let's go look back at the components on there. Now this part I'm gonna stop the video, but after this, let's take a look at the rocket on here. Here's your tier 1 rocket. You can click on that. Now once again, so there's a couple of pieces. We need the 8 pieces of the heavy duty. We got that. We're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4 fins. Your fins on the outside of the rocket. You're gonna need a rocket cone and an engine. So let's look at the look what the fin looks like. The fin is actually 4 heavy duty plus 2 steel. Whew. So I'm gonna have to make a lot more heavy duty to eventually take and some steel in here to make 4 of these fins. Then I'm gonna have to make the cone, which is more heavy duty steel and a redstone torch. I guess that's just the light up in the front. So right there, there's 4 heavy duty for each fin, 4 fins. That's 16, 17, 18, 19 heavy duty, which means 19 aluminums, 19 bronze, 19 steel. It's a lot. And then even once you're done with that, you've got 4 more, so that's 23. Plus, you need to create a vent, which is a recipe. I have one of these. This is your normal flint and steel, a stone brick, or a button. Kind of, I guess, the button to push it to start. You build it up and you get your engine. So that is a lot of heavy-duty plating I'm going to do. So I'm not going to do that on the screen. I'm going to go make a bunch of that offline. I will actually go, once I've got that, I'll kind of set up the material set up. Then I'll go through and show me actually making the fins, making me the engine, and making me the cone. Once I got that, I have a rocket. Also, these things up here, these are storage boxes, so your rocket can have storage. You can take stuff up. So you just need normal chests. So I'm going to make 3 chests to basically fill that in. But once I've got that and made the rocket, then I can come in here and drop that on the launch pad, and it's there. It's rocket's built. Then we got to start working on all the kind of smaller stuff, fuel for it, oxygen, supplies to get out to the moon and all that. But I said, Galacticraft is extremely deep. I said, there's just a lot of work to do this and get ready for it. You don't want to mess up. You can lose a lot of work. If you're playing in hardcore mode, you can basically lose your game. Because if I go somewhere without enough supplies, I can end up dying. So that's it. So I hope that's, and I said, that's the first kind of deeper kind of move into the building of the rocket, getting out there. Eventually we'll get up to a space station and up to the moon, and we'll be building a moon base. We'll be bringing up more supplies up there. You'll get into kind of a position where you can take some of these supplies and just move it to your moon base and live on the moon. You want to do that because at some point you're going to want to build and go further, whether it's Mars or Venus and all that. But I said, it's just a lot of fun, a lot of adding in here. I cut through a lot of time on here by doing a lot of pre-gathering of materials. I said I did that a lot, much earlier. But that's just pure mining. Just go out there and dig and find it. It's not hard to find the stuff. It just gets blended in. In fact, you can see it if you look here. There's some gold to my right. There's some other pieces I've noticed in this tunnel I built going up there. That's aluminum right there. It's that lightish blue. I don't know what else is up in the chimney or up in the stack. That is tin. So I could actually dig it out. That's a tin ore. But that's what it looks like. It looks like, whether it's iron or any other ones. It's just another ore that's on there. So anyways, I hope that helps out. Take a look in the notes. I'll leave links and information down in the notes. You can see the previous videos in this series as well. If you want to figure out how to get the whole mod system set up, including Forge and all that, there's the first video. And then it also talks about how I got to the first start here, the intro. So hope that works. Got any questions, leave them in the comments. If you're liking the videos, please give it a thumbs up. Give it a subscribe if you want to watch on the rest of the channel, get notified. I do appreciate that. It helps me let me know that people are watching it. Anyways, that's it. It's Elaina Strongbow. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye.